Hi, my name's Mike Colley, and I'm a New Knowledge Market Executive for the Institute for Futures Research, more commonly known as the IFR. In a recent post, I discussed some ideas around how to develop a longer term view and get companies to have a more futures orientated thinking, as well as starting to think about developing skills in the area of foresight. Interesting development has happened over the last couple of weeks in terms of the number of discussions in having with leaders in organizations saying, Mike, is it possible that we are able to develop these kind of skills in our private lives and we struggle more in when we get into the workspace or the professional environment? My answer would be, my initial instinct reaction would be yes. Human beings are normally quite adept at being able to cast their eyes forward in terms of their own perspective, where they want to go, how they want to get there, seeing what they would like to get out of their lives in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So we seem to be able to have an interesting skill set on how to potentially develop our foresight. So the question arose to me is, why are we able to do it in that space and struggle more in an environment when the entity is not ourselves? It's an organization which we represent or an employee of. Why is it then so difficult? I don't believe it's a particularly easy answer, and there's probably a number of layers of complexity involved there. But one of the first things that struck me was that invariably we're not party to deciding what the future is. We're not party to contributing on where the organization is going. So in a number of instances, we most probably don't buy in as much as we potentially should. The second interesting observation that I think I started to take notice of was that when an organization takes on a path, decides to go on a strategy, it is invariably one path. It is a strategy to get them from A to B. And that's quite contradictory to what we're proposing, where we say to organizations, disseminate information right down throughout the organization. Get people to start discussing what that future looks like. And most importantly, there's opportunities for multiple futures in organizations. And we talk about the possible, the probable, the preferable, and the plausible. And when you start seeing a number of opportunities that potentially could be the ultimate endpoint or how to get to an endpoint, I think the opportunity arises for more people to contribute and for more people to be participatory and actually make a decent contribution and share their thoughts. And if you create the right environment for people to share thoughts, share crazy ideas, and know that it's a safe environment for this to happen, I think some interesting things can start to grow and to be nurtured from that perspective.